Hello. Hi, Marie. It's Get
Hello.
State with Liz and Marie. And hello, everyone. We are not together this week. It's sad. I don't think we were together last week, too, right?
No, we weren't.
I know. So actually, for the next couple weeks, we're for sure not going to be together. We've moved temporarily out of our office. And due to the holidays and both of us traveling and stuff, we just decided to lay low for a little bit. But we will still come here every week. So, and we talk daily. So it's all good. So what's happening out there in the real estate business in the world?
All right. So let's see what's going on with this week's market update.
Numbers.
Some crazy numbers. Come on, they're not that crazy.
No,
all right. So November 23rd, right? 2021. And just a reminder, everyone, this is only active listings on the MLS. So no off-market listings or anything like that. And nothing that's under contract or pending or coming soon, just purely active. So the number of active listings for residential properties in Maricopa County has gone down 259 listings from just last week alone. So we are at just over 7,000. We're at 7,060 listings across all of Maricopa County.
That's not even a month, right? It's not even a 1 month supply if not a single house went back on the market.
Yes, it's such a shortage of properties. That number has gone down a couple weeks in a row, but this week significantly more than even last week. And I'm thinking that it just has to do with the fact that the holidays are coming up and, people don't necessarily want to move right before the holidays. So I think the next, few weeks, we're definitely going to see that slow down. That always occurs. So it will just be interesting to see if this trend remains. But the median list price has not budged. Yeah. So it has remained steady,
I think that's where it says that the market is just kind of, it's not softening, but it's just not rising as crazy as it was. And people, right. You can get a good price for your house, but you don't have to, there's not so much overpaying. Although there is still some overpaying, but I don't know if every single house. But I told you just a few minutes ago, my niece is looking for a house and she's having trouble.
Yeah, and
price range.
And honestly, I think it all really is about that price point, right? So if you're priced really high, you're still going to be waiting for the right offer to come along. Where right now, I think a good strategy is price yourself a little bit below market and hope for a bidding war, because there are still people coming in and paying above asking. So that's a good strategy. Within Phoenix alone, the drop was 102 listings just within the city of Phoenix. Scottsdale went down 50 listings. Tempe, Chandler, and Mesa all went down as well, but 2, 11, or 14. So not drastic changes there, but definitely significant within the city of Phoenix and the city of Scottsdale. Even our active number of rentals dropped just a little bit, but again, I think, normal cycles of when people have their places up for lease, they probably had them, more openings in the summertime and early fall anyway. So the market's still strong.
It's good. And can we just throw in a little, whoop whoop to you, because you just got a contract. Well, you had contracts, or you had offers, I should say. I don't want to use the word contract. You've had offers on your new house that
we had a neighborhood open house that went lovely. And then yesterday I had an open house with some investors, and, everyone had raving things to say just about the quality of work and overall the layout and everything. So hopefully we officially went live on Sunday. So 6907 East Palm Lane in Scottsdale. If you are looking for a 4-bed, 3 house, 2-car garage. It's a beautiful house. Beautiful. It's one of my favorite remodels. I just think we did a good job. Yeah.
Well, it's just funny because, when you go in on it, then it just looks completely different. I mean, completely. If you put me in the beginning and then put me in now, I would not even know I'm in the same house.
I know. I had to show people the photos, the original photos, and they were like, wait, what? Where is that? This doesn't even make sense.
Because you moved bedrooms, you moved bathrooms. I mean, the kitchen's still in the same spot, but by taking down the wall, but just rearranging the back of the flow to the house was amazing. This
Yep.
house
And
didn't have any doors to the backyard. It had side doors. So
yes, it
now
was
it
so
has.
weird. And we did, increase the size of the kitchen and add it's night and day. So I love it.
And got rid of the
All
goofy
right. So
toilet
Liz,
that you
tell
hit.
us.
Wait, I want to tell about the toilet. How if you were on the toilet, then the door opened, it would hit you right in the knees. Like I don't think the door you could open all the way. So
No, and
that was a
actually,
phone call.
I asked someone, I said, "Oh, do you remember the toilet was right next to the door and then the sink was on the other side?" And she was like, "Yes, someone hit your son's knees during the last open house." And I'm like,
That's
"Oh yeah."
true.
My
Yeah.
son, who was, 7 at the time, not a big boy, somebody hit his legs when he was sitting
Nay.
on the
Yeah.
toilet.
It's a
So
goofy
such
design.
such a
Goofy
goofy
design.
design, and obviously we swapped that, so now you walk in and there's a vanity before the toilet, so you don't have
Right.
that issue, but silly things
Good.
that I guess not, everybody thinks about.
Yeah, exactly.
So Liz, tell us, what's this massive
Okay.
big news in real estate
Well,
right
okay,
now?
so you and I get deals sometimes come across our plate, and we've talked about the new builds out in the West Valley, out in the East Valley, and the South and everything. So there's a huge 2,800 acre solar project planned for the West Valley near Tonopah, and we've gotten a few uh, pieces of property that have come through for people trying to sell out in Tonopah. There is a lot happening out on the West Valley, and that is off the 10, which is on the way to LA. And there's already a few solar farms you see along that road out to there. So they're, proposing this new huge project. And Arizona continues to be one of the top states for solar installations anyway. So,
Yeah,
it makes sense. And, a couple of years ago, because of my husband's knowledge in cell towers and, energy and land, somebody had hired him to come out and find land properties that they could put these kind of giant solar farms on. And you got to
yeah,
watch because it can't be great land. I mean, they want it to be good land, but it's just it's not accessible usually, and people don't want to waste a valuable piece of land on
right.
this. Not that it's wasting. So anyway, it's
Well,
$2 million. It's good.
just so everyone knows, if you're not familiar, because I wasn't originally from here, right? So Tonopah is 30 minutes outside of Buckeye, so it's further west. But we also have a great realtor out there, Laquetta. We'll give a shout out to Laquetta. She's been selling a lot of land and helping people build houses and stuff out in Tonopah. So
She's
um,
busy.
very busy in Tonopah. So just west of Buckeye for anyone who doesn't know where that is.
Yeah. Well, and it's just crazy. I mean, it's just, it's good for us. It's good for, to opportunity to use land that's pretty tough. I don't think you can really, it's pretty rocky out there. So it's
Yeah.
just good. And so, yeah, Laquetta is great. She's on our real estate team. I love it.
Yeah.
So what do you have,
So, no,
Marie?
it's awesome. And then, I found an article that I just love to throw in here because there's so many out of state investors coming in right now. So I found an article titled 5 Things to Know When Investing in Real Estate in Arizona. And he just covers, some of the basic things, but sometimes you just need to be reminded of these things too, right?
Yeah.
So the first one is just understanding your investment financing options. So I will say the fifth option that he lists is cash. That might have been the first option I put though, just because cash is king. And we see a lot of
Especially right
cash
now.
offers coming in, right? And we see offers that are there's no contingency for the appraisal. There's appraisal waivers. So, cash is definitely king, but there are obviously other options out there. So there are bank loans and conventional financing that people are still getting to buy properties. There is still owner financing opportunities that come along.
That's what we're going to specialize in. I love that.
Yes. They talk about using a home equity line, or a home equity loan, line of credit, as well as hard money lenders. So hard money lenders, maybe not everyone is familiar with unless you're in the investment world, but they're kind of like a bank where they require a little bit of paperwork, but not really need, they base it more on the asset than like your personal finances. So hard money is a big option as well.
Just charges a lot more usually in interest on a hard money loan.
Yes. Yes. So hard money is definitely good to initially get into a purchase, maybe renovate a property, and then refinance it if you're going to keep it as an investment. But gives you an opportunity to get into a property if you don't have all that, cash up front or traditional financing options. So
Right.
just a good one to mention. The other couple things that he mentions in this article, is identify your down payment needs. With any one of these options, there's always some down payment money that needs to come straight out. So, and those initial costs, right? Like your inspection fees and stuff like that people don't
Closing
necessarily
costs,
closing costs, all that kind of
appraisals.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just knowing what that is. His advice was to connect with an experienced realtor. Obviously, you can also connect with Liz and Marie because we can help you find properties here. Or like I said before, buy one of our renovated properties. My Palm Lane property will make an excellent Airbnb, actually. It's in South Scottsdale, right near Old Town.
Mm-hmm. And
then
room with a pool, room for a pool. So
and there's already a permit for a pool in place if you want that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 4 is fly in and scout out potential investment properties. I think nowadays you might be able to skip that and virtual tours or Zooms with your realtor or whoever your, professional local boots on the ground is. And then, make an offer virtually. This is the greatest thing. Even before COVID, we still had DocuSign and all these options to get your legal paperwork done. But now it's just become so much more prevalent and easy for everyone to do that kind of stuff. So, you can do virtual signings.
I remember seeing those commercials about how he's like, I just bought a boat on my phone and how he did all that. And I was like, what? I don't understand it. And now we do it. It's a daily, it could be a daily thing.
It's crazy. Yeah. So one good thing from COVID is now everyone's used to the virtual world and all these interactions, that we have. And luckily, look, we're virtually, telling our thing.
We'll be able to run our business very successfully the same way. I will miss sitting next to you, but we'll still get together. And, by the first of the year, we're going to see, where we can plant ourselves again. But I think it's a good deal for us right now.
I do too.
Yeah.
So Liz, tell us what's going on with some fun.
It is Turkey Tuesday everywhere in the United States. It's Turkey Tuesday. So whoop, whoop, whoop. It's time to get them out of your refrigerator or your freezer. Make sure they're starting to thaw. You maybe should have done it yesterday, especially if it's frozen. But if you are looking for a turkey, there are places that are still giving away free turkeys. And I think that's amazing. And it's funny because I don't watch the news very often, but I was in a restaurant. They happened to have it on and there was police officers pulling people over and giving them turkeys. I don't know if it was like a pre-planned thing, like somebody knew, go drive down this road or whatever, but I thought that was really neat. So, it's here in the Valley of the Sun. We're giving away turkeys in a lot of places. Today and tomorrow, you can get them at St. Mary's Food Bank. They've been giving them away Monday through Wednesday. And that's down on Thomas Road, 3131 West Thomas Road. So they're doing it 8 to noon. So probably not today, but Wednesday, they're still doing it 8 to 11. So tomorrow. Yep. And then FOR, Maricopa Food Bank in Pinal County is giving Turkey Tuesday a run today. And that's from noon to 3. So you still have a half an hour to get out there. And I'm sure this was just a quick little blurb of an article, but I know St. Vincent de Paul does things, maybe some local churches. So there's opportunities out there to find some turkeys.
I know. And this is the season for giving, right? And be grateful for what you have. I do love some of our Thanksgiving traditions because, we always have someone say grace, but then we go around the table and everyone who's sitting at the table has to say something that they're thankful for and grateful for that year. I love hearing the kids' responses. Those are always the most fun to me. But it's just a great tradition. So anyway, happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
Yes, to everyone. And so Marie's flying out tomorrow back to her homeland of Staten Island I'm also going to give her a shout out. It's Marie's birthday on Saturday. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And it's a big one. She's going to be a beautiful 40.
No, I'm going to be 27 again.
I
27.
know. Or 29 forever.
29 forever. So
But we're
yes,
gonna
I'm turning 40 on Saturday, guys. So
yes.
shout
Very
out
exciting.
to me.
Yep. So it's super exciting. So she gets to go back and visit her family for Thanksgiving and have a wonderful time with them celebrating her birthday with family and friends. So
Yes.
so
So
good.
New York, but I will miss the sunny weather in Arizona and can't wait to come back next
Oh, yeah.
week.
Yeah. It might be cold. So the funny thing is, see, my son came from New York to come out here. So he's here. So that's
Yeah.
why I'm not going back for her little shindig, but it's fun. Yeah. So good. So
Well,
everybody
all
have a
right.
great Thanksgiving. We're
Yes.
thankful for all of you. And we are absolutely here to help you in any way that we can with your real estate needs. So look us up with lizandmarie.com/save now.
Backsplash.
Splash.
Hold on, I'll put it up there real quick. I'll put it up there.
I know.
There we
See
go.
how much rehabbing we do. I can't even say backslash without a backsplash. So it's
All
good. So
right.
yeah, let us know how we can help you. That's what we're here. We're here to help.
We got to do it.
Yep.
Peace.
All right. Peace. Peace.
And love.
Where's my camera? Peace and love and happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. See you next week with our live update. Bye-bye.
Oh, yes, for sure. Next Tuesday.